from Jennie's collection. And this is what I mean about Jennie loving all of the little details. So this is a satin blouse. It's done in a mixture of polyester and rayon. So it is machine washable. We just don't want you to put this one in the dryer, but you get that satin look that feels a little bit vintage. The design that has all of these little delicate details that aren't so delicate to wear. So you have the lace trim at the sleeve, which by the way, there's a touch of stretch in this lace, so nice and comfortable. And it is a more generous cut in the sleeve, so you don't have to worry about it being too tight. That lace trim continues along the neckline, which I think just really frames your face really nicely. And then I think the best detail is that Jennie gave us the covered buttons. So these are not functional. You don't have to worry about unbuttoning and buttoning every time that you put it on. In fact, it's cut with a relaxed fit, so you can just pull it on over your head. But you have those covered buttons that almost give it more of a vintage feel. I feel like it gives it more of an expensive look. To me, especially in this natural color, it reminds me of a wedding dress. You know when you see the wedding dresses with the covered buttons, and that's always a really beautiful detail? You're getting that here. Brand new from Jennie. We have a sale price and the 4 easy pays that we can do for you if you're shopping today. So you're looking at $14.25 a month to bring your choice home in sizes medium through 3X. This is natural. Final $325 to go around in the natural, and we just brought these in at the beginning of the month. Here is the black. $215 to go around if you're loving the black. This is rose bold pink. How pretty is that? $30 to go around if you like the rose bold pink. And then we have one more option available for you, and it's the laurel gray, down to our final $15. Okay, so here's what's happening with the fit as we see it on Jill. The length is 23.5 to 29.5 inches long. So for many of us, that's about top of hip, maybe a couple inches lower. But this is what I mean about the fit when we see it on Jill. It is more of that relaxed fit. So I know when you see it on the hanger and you see kind of how it gathers under the bust, sometimes you see tops like that, and they are really, really tight, and they can accentuate your bust in a way that doesn't make you feel your most comfortable. Notice how on Jill, she's getting great shape, but it just glides over her body. Notice how she's getting a little bit more room in that sleeve, which by the way, nice length. It just stops a couple inches above your elbow. So if you like that upper arm coverage, you're getting it here, and it's not too tight around your arm, which I think is nice because we have that combination of the satin and the lace on the sleeve. So there's not a ton of stretch here, just a tiny bit, not a ton. So you don't want a sleeve that's too tight that feels like, you know, it's going to be constricting you. You're not going to be able to move around. So it's nice that we have that more generous cut in the sleeve. A little bit of gathering at the shoulder. Jennie, like me, loves a shoulder pad. We talked about this the last time we were together. I feel like shoulder pads just give you a great shoulder line. They balance out your shoulders and your hips, so it gives you a really beautiful silhouette. But the thing about a shoulder pad is it's a shoulder pad, especially in spring, summer. It can be a little hot, and we don't want extra padding, extra things. It can be a little warm, and sometimes shoulder pads can be a bit overdone. So instead of giving you a shoulder pad, she gave you a little bit of gathering at the shoulder, and that acts as a balancing trick. So it gives you that great shoulder line. Notice on Morgan the ease of how it just glides over her body. But because you have that mixture of satin and lace, it just feels really sophisticated. So you could do this with your trousers if you wanted to. Like maybe you have a great pair of Dennis Basso trousers or Susan Graver liquid knit and a really cute Clark's pump and some great Italian gold, and you're gonna wear this really dressed up. Really great option. But just as easily as you can do that, you could do the shorts that we have coming up, a pair of denim shorts, this top, maybe a pair of Earth Sport sandals or Earth Fisherman sandals that we shopped for last hour, and now you've made more of a casual look. So think about taking it any which way that you like in your wardrobe, but if you are someone who loves like the vintage feel, that old world style, but more modern convenience, that's what you're getting from Jennie, because she gave you that covered button detail, which honestly, we love covered buttons for the look, but who wants to button and unbutton every single time? You don't have to worry about doing that. Oh, look at how pretty Jennie looks in this. And notice the fit on her as well. She's getting that same relaxed fit that you saw there on Morgan. Notice how that lace is just framing her face. If you want to wear jewelry, you can, but if you want to let the lace speak for itself, I wouldn't be mad at that either. This is natural. We have sizes medium through 3X. We did have extra, extra small through 3X, but extra, extra small, and small are all sold out. And we just brought this top in a couple weeks ago. So if you're seeing it and you're loving it and we have your size and the color that you want, this is a perfect opportunity for you to be able to bring it home. Here is the black, and a reminder, this is satin that is machine washable. We just don't want you to put it in the dryer. It's a mixture of rayon and polyester. This is your rose bowl pink. I'm telling you, this satin, when you get it home also, it has almost like a brush feel to it. It feels really great and soft. We have our final 25 if you like the rose bowl pink. And then our final choice is Laurel Gray. And as you see there on Jill, it is more of like a blue. We're last call there. We have 10 left to go around. $14.25 a month on Easy Pay. Here's also what's happening as we have a handful left in the pink and that Laurel Gray. The sale price that you're seeing right now, we can only do for you if you're shopping today. The 4 monthly payments we can only do for you if you're shopping today. So if we have your size and the color that you love, do it now while it's on sale and $14.25 a month on Easy Pay. And just give us a call to place your order, 800-500-7590. Brand new from Jennie, a really popular style. And I think everyone's been loving it because it gives you that really pretty feminine feel. It gives you an elevated look if you're doing it with a trouser or a skirt, but you could just as easily wear this with your denim on a casual day with a flat sandal and feel polished and pulled together, and it's a simple pull over your head. This is natural. Here is the black. We also have rose bowl pink, and then our final option is the Laurel Gray, a 690-968. We have a phenomenal clearance price.